reward you.
Everyone, my name is Chantel Petway, the creator of Chantel TV. If you haven't already met me virtually, Happy New Year to each and every one of you guys. I hope your new year is starting off tremendously great. I don't know if that's even a good phrase, but I hope it's going that good for y'all because it's certainly treating me well already. And I just hope 2018 brings you guys things and possibilities that you could not even imagine. Thank you also for clicking on this video because I'm excited to share with y'all the things that have been going on in my life in the next chapter I'm about to start in literally 3 days. If y'all read the title, y'all know that I'm going to grad school. I'm like literally ecstatic, I don't want to say anxious, but just a little bit because I'm literally walking into the unknown, but I'm really excited about it. So I just really want to jump right into this video and just tell you guys about my journey into knowing that I'm going to grad school and what I was going to do in grad school, and just the biggest lesson that I've learned over the past the past few months about my journey to graduate school from undergraduate. So I graduated from Western Kentucky University, which is in Bowling Green, Kentucky, with my Bachelor's of the Arts degree in News and Editorial Journalism. Basically, I went to school to become a professional journalist. I had been doing journalism since literally I was in high school. The high school that I went to in Louisville, Kentucky, basically was a magnet school.
The visual arts program, like fashion designers, painters, etc. You have the MST, which is now Science and Technology, High School University, which is literally like a bunch of advanced and college level classes, which I was in, and also at the time it was CMA, I do believe, but I think it's called CMJ now, which is I don't even know what it stands for now.
And basically all my electives were through CMA, and then I just took my core courses in HSU. So I've been doing journalism for a long time, and needless to say, like I think it was like my junior year of high school, I just really, y'all, between working for the yearbook club and having assignments like in my electives, like at the time I just thought the world was against me. Like that was just like saying it now, it just seems like, girl, that was not even a lie. Like you wasn't even doing nothing. But at the time I was just like, I don't even know what I want to do. And like at the school that I'm at, like you have to apply for I think it was like at least 3 colleges, and you also had like, it was so much pressure to like do well on your ACT because like everybody at the school is like super smart. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm just telling my mom, I'm just like, girl, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what am I gonna go to college for? Like, I know that's the next step, but I don't know what I'm supposed to go for. And she was like, well, do something for your writing. So I called up there to WKU because I had been there a few times with the yearbook club because they won yearbook awards. And so I called them. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to school for journalism. I'm gonna become a professional journalist. Like, oh, this should be cool. I mean, it was cool, but I feel like after 4+ years of something, sometimes you get burnt out on it. Even if it's your passion, I feel like a lot of the times we focus on our passion and we think we can only do it one way, or it'll only manifest one way, it'll only work one way. But I don't really believe that's the case, because my gift is writing, but that doesn't mean that I just have to be a journalist. That means I can write books. That means I can write different type of journal articles and different things like that, like do research and write grants. I mean, however that manifests, I can do that, right? And that literally is the same for you. But even pushing forward after graduating, we're gonna fast forward to me graduating from college. I had an internship lined up after I graduated. So I was like, okay, I'll do this internship, and maybe I'll stay long at the internship and be applying for other jobs or other internships and just continue to work my way up professionally as a journalist. But part of me was like, girl, do you really want to do that? Because it's something else that you want to do. But I kind of didn't listen to that feeling. I was like, no, I'm ready to do journalism because this is what I study for. I'm not going back to school because I just feel like you don't need your master's to be a journalist. You need connections. And so once I graduated. I had the internship lined up, but I had a study abroad trip to go on to Trinidad and Tobago. And y'all, let's get into Trinidad and Tobago. I might have to make a little video about that for y'all, but that was wonderful. But needless to say, when we were coming back to the States in the airport in Houston, the night before, I had a dream where I said, oh, I'm gonna get my I have my master's of the science too. And literally, y'all, like when I have dreams, I always ask, like, God, if I'm able to remember dreams, let me write them down. Like, give me understanding of what the dreams like actually mean. And so it was significant. I tell y'all that because it was significant to me, because I woke up and I remembered, like, okay, I got my master's of science too. And literally when we were in the airport, I was looking up stuff. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do like nonprofit, like branding and marketing for them, and like help them get out there. Like, I'm just looking up all type of stuff that has to do with masters in science, with a master's in science, right? And like all this, but I'm just like, honey, I did not want to go back to school. Like, no, no. That was not what I wanted to do. And then here I am in the same boat, like, okay, Lord, I feel like you're telling me to go back to school, but now I don't know for what. Fast forward some more time. I was like, well, if I go back to school, I'm going to U of L, because it would be more cost efficient for me to go to U of L, and for my personal life, it would be better because my boyfriend was already going to be pursuing his master's in Bowling Green, and I'm just like, honey, I'm not going to no another state, and we have to do extra long distance relationship. Like, I'm just like, no. So I'm sorry, y'all, but so like I said I was going to go to the University of Louisville because that way I could stay with my mom and like save money, but I was like, well, I still don't know for what. So in the process of this, like, I'm been praying, like, God, can you make it clear to me? I'm asking people in my church, like, well, and they're asking, like, okay, well, what do you like to do and what interests you? And I'm telling them, and I'm just getting nowhere. But one day, y'all, I was with my friends at a barbecue place, and basically one of my friends, she basically, like, I was expressing my frustrations with them too, and like, y'all, like, I know I'm supposed to be going to graduate school, but I don't know for what. And I told her the things that interest me and stuff like that. But my thing was, I didn't have a career name for it. And I feel like that gets some people, if you're like me, it gets us stuck or caught up, because we're just like, well, we need a career name for the thing that we're trying to do. Because when somebody asks you, like, oh, what you want to do with that, you don't have no direct answer. They look at you like you don't know what you're doing with your life, right? And so basically, this is what she said to me, and she basically prophesied, because I really needed to hear that. And she was like, make your own career. And when I tell y'all, I was about to fall out up at the barbecue joint. I was about to fall out, because I was like, dang, like, then I felt so much peace, and instantly I knew what I was supposed to do. So now I am in the master's program for criminal justice at the University of Louisville. I feel like I'm going to be able to do so well with using my undergraduate degree with my master's degree to literally make a lane for what I want to do. And there are, like, that's also, I hope I encourage somebody on that. There are a lot of times where we see a need. We see where we can feel the need. We see that we can create a lane, but sometimes we're fearful, because when people ask us, we don't really know how to adequately explain it, because people want to know, well, how much money you making, which, one, that's rude. Why would you ask somebody that? Because it really doesn't matter. And two, like, people just want to know, are you being a lawyer, doctor? Like, that's not all to life. Like, there's so many things going on in this world. Like, you literally can't confine me to a box, and a lot of the times your gift won't allow you to be confined to one box. And I also make this video to just let you guys know that, you know, sometimes life takes you places that you never expected to be, and it can literally shock you. But in that moment of transition, you literally have to make up your mind and say, I'm pulling up my pants and I'm about to get it out the mud. Like, literally, like, I am going to live my best life and do my best where I have been called to be. And so, like, my journey to grad school has by no means been easy. My biggest faith tester so far has been finances. Like when I graduated from undergrad, I still had a tab for my trip to Trinidad and Tobago. And even before I knew what I was going to do, I knew that I was supposed to be in graduate school. So I still applied for a graduate program. But I needed my transcripts, right? And you know, no school is letting your transcripts go even if you owe a penny. Like, they're not giving you anything. They're not helping you. They're not lifting it really quick. They're just like, whatever. And so once I saw that, I was just like, well, Lord, I'm supposed to be in graduate school. So the same week I made my You Can't Live on Last Week's Blessings video, I also had to actually live out what God was telling me for that video, which was basically I nearly depleted my savings account to pay for the trip in order to pay for my transcripts and to pay to apply for graduate school and pay for that daggone GRE test. I hated the GRE test, but needless to say, the last thing that I want to leave anybody with especially at the beginning of 2018, is never let finances define what you're going to go after, especially when you know that's what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to start a business, if you're supposed to start a weight loss program, a blog, a TV show, or even go to graduate school or to pursue your education, never let finances tell you no. And a lot of the times, yes, I know we have to use wisdom. We have to be smart about everything that we do, especially if you have a family, especially if you have other things going on in your life. You literally can't always just get up and do something. You have to think about your kids. You have to think about where you're going to live. But don't let finances or being scared to take a risk stop you from the passion or even hinder you from your destiny. Because even now I have so much peace about the classes that I'm taking and the direction that I can go and the people that I look up to and just the connections that I will be making in graduate school, that it all seems worth it to me. And even when it doesn't feel like it, I have to rest in the fact that I know if God told me to go, if he brought me to it, then he'll bring me through it. And I know it can seem cliche to some of you guys, but literally I'm going to continue to vlog my journey in graduate school, my first test, meeting professors, and just literally I'm walking into the unknown, and it's exciting, but also it can be give you a little anxiety because I'm not with the same professors that I have that have poured into me and that know my work ethic and know that, you know, I'm a hard worker or anything. Like, I just have to pray that I have favor with the people that will be my professors and the people in my classrooms. So you literally sometimes have to step out of the boat onto water to actually feel peace, because sometimes when you stay in that boat too long, you become uncomfortable and you can see your demise like right before you. Sometimes you just have to step out into the unknown, take a risk, and know that it will literally get better. And this may have been the biggest risk, especially me not thinking that I was going to go to graduate school and where's the money going to come from. But like, those things are literally already 5 days into the new year getting worked out, and it's so awesome. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it really helps and inspires you guys, and I can't wait to tell you guys more. You can keep up by following me on Instagram at ChantelsDB. And you can also get on my website at www.chantelsdb.com, and you can keep up there when new vlog series will be posted. Again, 3 days until I start graduate school, so a vlog can very well be posted sometime within the next weekend. So thank you guys so much. I know my lighting has changed, but this is what you got to do when you lose 18 minutes worth of footage. So I'm sorry for the delay, but thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's weekend. Bye.